Okay, magandang gabi ho sa inyo lahat. Welcome ho sa ating program. It's a very special night. Happy Tuesday, no? Ito ho yung last week ng January, your first month of the year, no? It's almost ending. The first month of the new year, 2021 is almost ending. Pero just the same ho, kayo ho ay sanay nasa magandang mabuting kalagayan. Welcome to our program. It's a very special night tonight. We're going to be having a special guest. It's not going to be me who's going to be introducing that very special guest tonight. It is something where you can learn from. No, this is for people who are say applying for jobs. No, and knowing the other side of the table, so to speak. The persons who are responsible for hiring, no, and firing of their employees. And so that's going to be a very interesting thing tonight. But of course, I'm going to be introducing to you a regular lawyer, abogada ho natin dito sa Legal Advice Corner, dito sa ating programa. Siya ho ang ating resident. She's a resident lawyer and she's dubbed as the lawyer of the Filipinos here in the UK. Walang iba kundi si attorney. Ito na ho. Si attorney DANNA Quinto ng DV Solicitors. Good evening, attorney. Happy Tuesday.
Good evening, Mr. LARAGAN. Happy Tuesday, mga kababayan, wherever you are, UK, Europe, US, Canada, wherever you are. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to our remote supporting support bubble tonight. Magandang gabi, Mr. LARAGAN. Kamusta ka?
Wala ko okay naman, no. Ikaw naman, how was your week? How was your weekend? Since or how was it since the last time we saw you? Happy Tuesday of last week.
Yeah, since Happy Tuesday of last week, we moved offices. So we have a new home. We're in the process of moving, but officially we have a new home. It's Howard House here in Bedford. We gave the announcement today as well, so it's all very exciting. Lots of things happening. Syempre nasa lockdown pa rin po tayo, so we moved with COVID regulations in mind and measures, but all of that is still looking for creating positivity, and just like what we usually do on a Tuesday, happy Tuesday. And as usual, nagdala ako ng guest ng mga kaano ko sa trabaho. I brought someone here to give us extra knowledge kasi nga hindi ko naman alam lahat. So it would be good, just like 2 weeks ago, to bring someone from our firm to talk to our kababayans and empower them with more information.
Ayan, oo nga, I was able to flash it, no? Ito yung ating topic for tonight. Ito ang topic natin ng ating special guest attorney, no?
Yeah.
Okay, ano ba to? This is interviewing candidates for employment from the perspective of the employer.
Of the employer. At talagang app, kasi yung dinala natin tonight ay isang kumbaga pinuno namin, isa yun yung founding partner ng DV Solicitors, a visionary, an entrepreneur. He won Professional in Business Award last year. He's been a business owner for many years. He wears many hats, farmer. He's a dual qualified lawyer, dual qualified sa Pakistan as well as in the UK. So he's siguro isa nga siya sa pinakamabuting pagtanungan ng topic na to.
Teka muna. Looking at your website, you have this, diba? Parang a lot of staff, no? You got this group photo, no? Kayo ba kayo? Are you more than 10 or almost 15 or 20 employees in the firm?
Coming up to 40 na po.
40. Wow. So this is the guy actually that we should have, because you have almost 40 or about 40 people sa iyong team, sa inyong firm. And so this is the best guy to talk to, no, in terms of finding out.
This is not his only business. Yeah, this is not his only business as well. So meron pa siyang ibang mga negosyo. So he's not just doing This is one of his many hats, kumbaga. And
All right. Okay. Wow.
to be honest, yan talagang ano is he's such a humanitarian. So isa pang plus nito is he would know from a psyche ng katulad na natin, he was an immigrant here too. Pareho ng mga karamihan na taga-community natin, galing din siya sa ibang bansa at naghanap ng ibang buhay dito sa UK. So, maybe from that perspective, meron din siyang mabibigay na additional information at empowering information sa atin.
So you can say that he's a self-made man, no?
I'm definitely a
Self-made, no? He's wearing many hats. Entrepreneur. He's a farmer. You mentioned farmer, probably with tracts and tracts of land, no? So okay, so go. Why don't you introduce our very special guest tonight, and he will be empowering our kababayans, not only our kababayans, whoever is watching and listening to us, viewing our program, because this somehow gives them an idea, tips on what, how to impress, your prospective boss, no? Okay, so go ahead and introduce DANNA, attorney.
Yes.
Go ahead.
It's an absolute pleasure and an honor for me to introduce the guest host tonight. He's a visionary, an inspiration for many, and as I've said, an entrepreneur, a very, very successful self-made person, and an inspiration, really. He's our founding partner, a senior partner at DV Solicitors, Mr. Kamar Rahman.
Good evening, Mr. Rahman. Good evening to you.
Good evening, and thank you very much, Mr. LARAGAN, and thank you very much, Ms. Quinto, giving me a chance to speak to my Filipino friends and plenty more. Good to be here. I also wanted to, and thank you very much, Ms. DANNA Quinto, for providing me this chance, and especially Mr. LARAGAN.
Well, we're honored, actually. The pleasure.
Most romantic presenter in the UK. Yeah.
Where the pleasures are. The pleasures are. Well, you've been hearing some stories, so yes. Well, thank you very much. Seriously, we're so honored having you on the program because you are a self-made man. You've, like DANNA was saying, you're an immigrant who came over and made something out of yourself. You developed, and now you've reach the apex of things that you've aspired for many years ago when you came over. How young were you when you came over, Mr. Rahman?
Just to self-made, we are all self-made, Mr. LARAGAN, for better or worse. We are all self-made. I would say, now here you're catching me on my age now, yes? A very good question that you're throwing at the lawyer.
We'd like to find out, because you aspired for something. Not everybody, reaches whatever. You made it. You made it.
I was 28, but I was traveling before, just on and off. Yeah.
All right. So you're you could say that you're a lawyer by profession. Was that what you wanted when you grew up? As a young boy, I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a solicitor. Was that the dream?
No. I was my first degree was as double mathematics and statistics, and I wanted to do masters in statistics. And the university town was really, really hot. I stayed there just one day and came back. So I nothing else to do. Joined law, and from very first day I loved it.
So how did you join law? How did you stumble upon it? Were you influenced by somebody? Was there like a sweetheart, a beautiful woman that you saw that somehow she was taking up law? I want to impress this girl, and I want to take up law.
Again, someone was telling me a story about me. That's the problem. So you coolest and romantic, and you're yeah.
No, but you were saying statistics. So you might have ended up probably in insurance, something like that, or whatever, statistics.
One of my friend, he was in law. So just to pass time, I was going to the law college, and I think you were right, influenced by female company too. So yeah, I did know.
Well, okay, so you never turned back. That was it.
Nothing but the truth, yeah.
Well, nothing further. It's not further from the truth. But okay, so nice. You're the founding partner of DV Solicitors, from which Dana is the head of litigation, and now congratulations, she's one of your new partners. So when did you start this company?
That was in 2007. It's called Rahman Solicitors, a one-man show, and it changed the name in 2012, just because I had one more partner, and I didn't think it was good to have firm under my name, so we changed to a neutral name with DV Solicitor, Dio Valente, Latin is, and English is God willing, and in Arabic is Inshallah.
So 13 to 14 years after, you now have about 3 offices, is it? You have how many staff right now? So you've grown. You've been successful. So you're the best first person to have tonight to talk about our topic tonight, and which is, there it is, interviewing candidates for employment from an employer's perspective.
Yeah.
So who was your first employee? So you were a one-man band. You started out. Who was the next employee, or was it a partner or an employee?
Partner. It was a partner. I used to work with this young man. He was 10 years older than me. I used to call him young man because he still looked young. He's originally from China, Dennis Low, and now he's in London. But yes, he was my first partner in business.
Partner in business. So when did you hire your very first? From 2007. When was the first employee? So that would be the first time that you will be hiring somebody. When was this?
Within a month of starting, and within a 6 month, I think we were about 14 people.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Mr. Kamar, we give you the floor. Tell us about, you want to, empower our kababayans. Not only our kababayans is countrymen, by the way, in English.
Okay.
So the Filipinos, we have over 300,000 Filipinos here in the UK. And so take it away, sir.
Let me say thank you very much to the Filipino community. First of all, I had first-hand experience. Very hardworking. One of very hardworking partner you have with us in this program. But again, I've been to hospital for different reasons, and I've seen how hardworking individuals are from Philippines in health. Department, and that I've not come across a single person which I can say, oh, they're not giving their best. So congratulations to all of them, and on behalf of another immigrant, as an immigrant from a different country, I feel proud of their contribution. I feel we should applaud them, and especially this pandemic, and their hard work is exemplary. They even individual lost lives. Few good friend of Miss Quinto, they struggled a lot, but yes, that's who they are, and they are giving their best. So from bottom of my heart, thank you very much. Thank you very much for
thank you very much too for the kind words for our countrymen.
So
thank you very much, and for our frontliners. Yes.
If we're coming back to our topic today, is that I think the real issue is who is employing whom.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing. I think we need to look at the other way around. As for employer, and I have one of my business partner here. She can confirm that. The job interview, what we believe in, that the individual who's a candidate coming for a job, he is actually on test, he is on trial. But I think it should be other way around. People should believe that this company is good enough for me to join, and they should be asking questions.
Really? Okay. Isn't that like they're fearful to ask these questions, fearing that if they ask for, how much should I be paid and so on and so forth, it might be a turn off, So do you think is
Let
Yeah.
me give you update because this is something that's why we discussed we chose this topic because there was so much misunderstanding. There's so many. There are not that many employers will come on show and they will tell you what they're looking for. So because they believe this is a secret they have, and I believe you, me, I can tell you first, and there's no secret at all.
Hmm.
It's the way. Look, take for example, I'm this show today. I've seen how hard work you put it in your profession. Obviously, you started not here in UK. You started back in Philippines. Worked for different organization. Since 2009, you set up this organization, and it's a you have a very good program. And the reason I say that you have a good program because it's a weekly program, not just weekly, it's daily, and you're giving a good service to your countrymen back home and as well as the one who are living here. So what I'm here today, what my job should be to make sure that I add some value in this. Instead of talking about me, I should be talking about you too, because that is why, as a human being, we want to hear our name, we want to hear people talking about us, and that is employer are also human. Their companies they represent. They want other people to talk about them. It's like we all love our children, and for a businessman, their business are their children. So we are sitting there desperately waiting for this person to talk about us, talk about our background, talk about where we started, how long we've been in this business, what we want to achieve, who are our real competitors, and how can they add value, why we should be hiring them, why should not be no one else but them. So all of this is like you use the word fair, and that is really the problem. You have to come with the faith, not with the fear, because you can't have both. You can't have fear and faith at same time. You have to have one. If you have a fear, I would suggest don't bother. Don't waste your time. Don't waste potential employers' time. If you have a faith, jump in, dive in, and you will succeed.
Okay. That's it. Faith, no fear. Okay. But Mr. Rahman, for example, you're interviewing somebody. Uh, what is it that you're actually looking for? Are there body signals in the tone of the voice? Uh, what do you actually do? What is your
Okay.
strategy? What is your technique? For example, do you throw say, for example, a trick question or anything like that? Or you ask them about what their sports, what do they do in their spare time? For example, is it a way for you finding out if he has life after work? If ever he would work at your company, does he have a life? What are the things that you look for actually when you interview? When somebody comes up to you, I don't know, you've got 5 candidates that come up to you, for example, you've got 5 folders, you interview them one by one. What do you do as an employer? So at least we can have a look at, how you as an employer deal with an applicant who's right before you.
One word answer: attitude.
Attitude.
No, I don't need any qualification to look at, any previous experience to look at. They all can learn that. The only thing they have to have is attitude.
Like a
If there is
confident,
confident,
demeanor.
positive, they believe in themselves, trust themselves, and if they don't know, they're brave enough to tell, oh, look, I don't know. This is a trick question. I don't know. I never done this before, but give me a chance. I can prove that I can do it.
Right. Dana, you might wanna how were you interviewed, Dana? How was Dana
He
interviewed by
interviewed
the great
me.
boss? How was that? How was it?
No, how was it, Mr. Rahman? Let me ask you, how was it? If you remember, you interviewed me.
Dana was hired in the first 5 seconds.
I'm sorry?
Dana was hired in first 5 seconds.
Wow, wow, okay, really? Wow, that's oh, thank you very much. That's nice to hear it from you. Okay.
It's again,
no,
attitude. Attitude.
Attitude. Yes. Yeah. Well,
I did ask. What I remember is I did ask them. So I said, "Oh, it's DV." So I looked it up, and it says Deo Volente at first, which was because I'm not a Latin speaker. I thought, oh, is that a surname of a person? I looked it up. I googled it, and it means God willing. And then I figured out, but then I saw the background. I read Mr. Rahman's history or profile, and I know he's from Pakistan, from the Muslim community, and I know what it translates to in the Muslim community, and I know it's like, that was very clever, and that means inshallah. So when he asked me a couple of questions. We exchanged a couple of questions towards the end of the interview. And he said, Donna, do you have anything else to ask us? And I said, just one last thing. And I said, Day of Valente. It means God willing? He said, yes. Does it mean inshallah? And he said, yes. And he smiled. I remember you smiled, Mr. Rahman. I remember you smiled very well at that one. So I think when he said, people want to know you. And when you look beyond the surface, and when you make that effort, that it's not just about a one-way conversation, that it's going to be a two-way dialogue, that whoever is it that on your opposite, that you make a point to say, I want to hear about you too. I want to know if we're going to be a good fit. Come and tell me about your story as well. And that's when you know that the attitude, the correct approach to, especially in lawyering, especially in any relationship, which is both talking as well as listening. So from my point of view, that's been my experience, and that was interview.
Okay, well, fantastic. Well, Mr. Rahman, what are the usual questions that people ask? The applicants ask from you. So you've faced probably many applicants. If you have now, say, about 20 or 30 or 40, I'm sure you've had many more through the years from 2007. What do they usually ask? Do you give them a chance? So, is there anything you'd like to ask? Is it more of you asking, and the end? Is there anything you'd like to ask me? Is there anything that they ask eventually?
Yeah, I do. I do like questions. I want them to ask a question, and this will tell me the attitude. What they were here. Have they searched? Do they know about the company? What does the company stand for? Who are our competitors? What are main services, and how can they add value in that? All of that will come out when they ask the employer a question. And believe you me, we all love that. We all love that challenge, because end of the day, we need those individuals to come in and tell us where we are getting wrong. So believe you me, when we hire, there are two reasons. One, either we are expanding, or someone is letting us down and we need to change something. So people need to know that they can tell us. The first question could be, why you are hiring? That could be a very clue whether they are the right person or not. So I like people ask me questions, and I do give them a chance to ask questions. It's a like I said, it's an attitude, and you can tell the attitude within 5-10 seconds. Rest is just I'm trying to fill my time in asking questions what your hobbies are. I don't care what you do after the work, as long as they have the right attitude. That's the fine, because one thing is, as a human being's life, you can't put them in one is they're really good, and the other one is a family, they are really bad. They have to have a transferable skills. Like if they're good professional, I can tell you they're good human being. So that is a need to know. So if I want them to ask us questions, and sometimes from their question you can tell us what their attitude is.
Wow. Okay. Well, so it goes without saying that a candidate who comes over to you to apply for a job must at least done some research about you guys, about the company, about what you've done probably in the past, or your history. So more or less, is that a plus factor for somehow?
Okay, so if we go back to the step-by-step advice for some potential employees that were looking for an employer and looking for enhance their chances in interview, the first step will be is you are not important. That's the very first thing they need to learn. What they tend to do, they work on their CV. They try to present every thing possible, and sometimes they ask someone else to write it for them. But again, the center of attraction and concentration is them. But that's totally wrong approach for me. If they are going to see one or maybe two, three individuals, and those are individuals want to see what this individual is good for our company or not. So company is the main concern there, not the individual, not the employer, not the employee. The one they want to work for, so what they know about. That is the main center of attraction. So in their CV, one thing ideally they should not send a CV which they are sending it to everybody. They should be a letter, and even CV should be modified to show what type of work that company does, and how they can be relevant, and where they think. And sometimes there's no harm in challenging the individual. So like, by the way, I can tell you guys, you are going in a wrong direction. Whether you trust me now, I can tell you in 2 years' time, you will see I will be the right. And the reason is this, because I've done the research, and your own employees, your own business manager or business development manager miss this point. And this is where everyone else is heading. You need to hear this from me. And believe me, someone like this come to me and challenge me, I would like to have that person with me.
So this actually presupposes, that, Mr. Rahman, that somehow these applicants have had some years of experience in the law professions for them somehow to be able to gauge and say, hey, this is something that you're going wrong. This is probably my input, which would somehow complement what you guys are doing. So are we talking of candidates from, lawyers from another firm or wanting to come in, more or less, because they are the ones who would be able to probably add value to you guys. Well, of course, that doesn't bar the new ones coming in, because we have fantastic new ones. Except that these things that you are telling us, for example, that they could probably tell you, straight to you, these are the things that you lack, or these are the things that you could improve on. That perhaps with my entry, I could complement what you guys are doing.
To be honest, I think that totally newcomers to the profession, they can do much better job than the one who is working for another company. And they can come and they start comparing. Look, we done in that company, I started this, I done this, and I can come to your company, I can do it. And for me, if you were that good, why they are letting you go? Very first question, yeah? Why they're letting you go? I would not let someone go if they're that good for whatever price. So for me, the total newcomer, they don't need to be afraid of challenging other people. I can tell you, we are human beings, and especially for businessmen, the main question is not their ego. They're not in the business to create promote their ego. They are, and you yourself, Mr. Laragan, you're an entrepreneur. You've done quite a few companies. You've done the businesses both in the UK and back home. You like challenge. The one thing which makes you to continue and wakes you up every day, and as you will have a sleepless night, is all this thrill, that challenge someone, whether another business or another human being throwing at you. Like I'm challenging you today, being a coolest presenter and a romantic. This is a challenge for you.
You've done some research. You know about 2009. That's great. Attorney Rahman, that's fantastic. But that's good. You're right. I don't want somebody who says yes to everything to me, because that person doesn't actually inspire me. I'd like somebody who will tell me, boss, this is what we're doing or we're doing wrong. This is what we should be doing. Those are the people we'd like to hear. The critics, because somehow these are the ones that make us, good. Yes, sorry, go ahead. As you were saying.
And this is my first time on the radio, so sometimes I know I need to wait, and I still jump in, and then I can tell you that I listen less and talk more. So that's the problem with me. Now, what I was trying to say is the person with us today, Miss Kunta, she can tell you. She always challenges you. And that is why reason I even left that town now. I'm leaving Bedford. And the person sitting there next to you, this is the responsible for that. She is a challenger, proper challenger. And that is why she's been promoted to wherever she is now. And this is what I just said, that you have to have confidence in yourself, and you have to come with a clear conscience that I am looking after the best interest of this organization, whether they like it or not. This is what I have to say. This is my peace of mind.
Yeah.
And believe you me, sometimes I don't like that challenge, but that's why I'm running away by giving it to everything. Look, you can run this. You can do better job than me. Here you go. So I'm going back to with my cows and buffaloes and horses, and I love to be.
Well, to the things that you love doing.
Oh yes, yes,
Yes, yes. Well,
that's my passion.
Dana here wouldn't be challenged if you haven't challenged her. She wouldn't probably, her best potential wouldn't come out if not for you, for the challenges you've thrown at her. And now you've been throwing all of these challenges. Now she's tempered and strong and everything. Now she's, you're actually developing your lieutenants. You're developing your lieutenants through the years, and she's one of them. And it's
I think
kudos to you. Yes.
and what it is, I think you're right on. I don't know whether that applies to me or not. The best leader is the one who creates more leaders, and that's what the real quality of the leaders are. But, one thing I must say, and this is on air for all our listeners. I knew Donna as a very, very good professional, and I saw Donna on our overseas trip last month, dealing with all the other villager and especially those old women from village, and I've seen the different side of Donna, and that's as a human being. I never saw someone so adaptable in the different situations, and I feel really proud of myself working with someone who has that qualities. And again, going back to my initial point, is coming from Manila, Philippine. I've seen the individual, and she is the best representative of that community. I must say that, and I know this will be recorded, and she will throw that comments at me in sometime in future. But I have to say that this 2021 is my resolution to telling the truth. So again, here is my confession.
Well, you got about 11 more months to say that, but fantastic. I agree with you. I guess, she truly is really, really an asset of yours, no? So, congratulations. Kudos to you, Dana. Huh? Mabuhay. Oy, by the way, to all the viewers, kung may tanong kayo, I've got some questions. We have our expert here. Been with this company since 2007, 13 to 14 years. And of course, one of his products is our very own, the pride of the Philippines, DANNA QUINTO. Yeah? So, okay, we'll open some my greetings at some people. No, greetings.
Do the roll call.
Hello, Sir Sonny from Noel Ramos. No, ayan si Noel is saying, ayan, and then there's eto may bumabati dito kay Cora Carsola. Ayan. Cora Carsola says, hello, Attorney Reman. Nice to see you at Sir Sonny's with Attorney Dana. A pleasure to hear from your advices on employment that we may also share with our countrymen needing them. Tama, Ben? Can you see it?
Thank you. Yeah.
You see it?
Right.
Okay.
Thank you, Mom Cora. Good evening. Good evening, Mom Cora.
Ayan. Well, Attorney Reman here is, if I'm the coolest and sexiest Filipino presenter, Attorney Reman is the sexiest and coolest lawyer from Pakistan. Yeah. Mabuhay. Mabuhay means, how do you say mabuhay nga pala, by the way, Dana? How do you say mabuhay in English? Long live.
Mabuhay is long live.
Long live.
Pakistan, Zindabad,
yes.
Isn't it?
If Dana, we saw her New Year's Day, Christmas time, she was there, and she was really bragging about being proud about her experience in Pakistan. Now, you are now an adopted son by the Filipinos all over the UK now.
Yes,
because somehow they're seeing in you, because your closeness with Dana and being, our very own Dana is a part of your team, a partner, head of litigation. Yeah. So you have endeared yourself to us, the Filipinos. So, mabuhay. Let's read out some other, some other pagbati rito. From Perla de Guzman. Hi, Attorney Dana and Mr. Kamar Reman.
Ayan. Hi, Perla. Good evening.
Oo. Good evening. There's Yan Galicia Paner, and she's saying, watching from Cheltenham. Ayan, no?
Wow.
Hello, Yan. Good evening.
Emmeline Rafael says, good evening, Sonny and Attorney Dana. Nice to see you both again, and happy Tuesday. So happy Tuesday as well.
Tuesday,
Emmeline, magandang gabi sa inyo. Rudy Librojo, Sir Sonny, and Attorney Dana. Lovely Dana. Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday from Belfast. Magandang gabi, no? Ayan, si Juliet
Rudy, Mia.
Alvieta
Mia.
Barcelona says, good evening, Sonny and Attorney Dana and all the viewers. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Mga kaibigan, kasama ho namin si Attorney Reman. Ha? So if you have any questions,
Yeah,
you
Mr.
want to
Reman,
find
yeah.
out, ano ba, what is it? What should we do? What do you think? What are you guys as employers looking for? What are there signals? You know, sabi nga niya, attitude. Kailangan ng attitude. Walang fear. You don't have to be fearful, no? Edgar Duway says, Mr. Reman, hindi Rayman, ha? Reman. Magandang gabi po. That means good evening.
Raymond is the stationery.
Sabi niya, good evening. Magandang gabi po. Thank you for gracing the show. Yeah, Mr. Reman, no?
Edgar.
Edgar is from Darby, no?
Thank you.
Darby.
Dobby.
Okay, Perla de Guzman says, hi, Attorney Dana and Mr. Kamar Reman. Ayan.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Edgar Dewey says, can I apply, Attorney Reman, if you need an IT guy, system analyst? Okay. Wow.
You can. Let's on-air interview. Let's go then. Let's do this.
Ayan, wow. Kita mo, ha, Edgar, ha? Kita nyo, ha? Ayan, look at that.
Yeah, there is the attitude I'm coming with. Let's go. If you're ready, let's go now. Let's do it now.
Call.
Let's make this program interesting. Mr. Laragan will be happy to have someone employed today.
Well, kita nyo, ha? Look at Mr. Reman. Talagang game na game siya, no? Okay, well, mabuhay, ha? We're so... Ato ka muna. Let's read out some of the greetings pa, no? So game na game siya, no? Si Attorney Reman, no? Good evening, everyone watching from Exeter, Devon. Attorney Reman, no? You look... all of our viewers are from different parts of the UK, no? Okay, what is this? Kuya Sani, at least 5 competency-based questions, and sometimes it's a panel interview. Result is nose bleeding, speaking in English. What do you mean? What does he mean? Ano ba yun? There are some. Do you mean that when some employers are interviewing by a panel? Have you ever done that,
Yeah.
Attorney Reman? Like, do you want to
Yes,
have a colleague and then interviewing a candidate, or is it just you?
I was in a job interview, and the one question was there was 5 of them, and I said, "Where you want to be in 5 years' time?" I said, "I will be there where you are sitting."
Really?
Obviously, they did.
Well, that means that you're really, really confident, and you've made research of the company and knew then that you have what it takes. You've got, Okay. Yes, go ahead.
No, what I was saying is, if you want to change something and the change is not happening, and the best person to bring a change is you, why not try? Instead of looking for a job, why not start a business?
Exactly. It is when you develop yourself, no? Don't look for the outside things like the government, your neighbor, your family, it has to come from you. Whatever you aspire for, it has to be you. So, but just the same as applying for a job, no? You have to, be your creative best. Question. Okay, we have another question here from Edgar Duway. Question: as an employer, up to what extent are you willing to give opportunities to applicants between the matter of experience, tenacity, versatility, attitude, against qualification? Yeah. So against qualification and the attitude. So somebody who is probably not as talented as the other guy, but he has this attitude. The other has a lot of talent, perhaps, a lot of skills, high qualification, high IQ, but probably very meek or very,
Okay. Let's do it. Out of 10, 0 qualification, experience 2, versatility you can go 3, and the rest of 5 is attitude. So
right.
people go for mainly for qualification and experience. Please take those 2 things away. Don't talk about those in an interview. You need to have a versatility. It's basically what is happening now. The people, if I employ someone, say 2 years ago, and now this COVID happened, and if they can't change themselves, if they can't bring the change, they can't bring the attitude of change, they're not good to me. They could not to anyone. They're not good to themselves.
All right. True. Well, that's true.
That is true.
So you put a premium, no, on the other things, like the qualification, fine, but it's not the number one thing. It hasn't got a higher star or
Well,
rating.
I can tell you, I think,
Are we in Italy or Spain? That's how when you go to the to the route to the loo, it switches off after a few minutes.
yeah, it's
You have to
well,
move a little bit.
I think that Dana can be a witness. Do have individuals who are in different experience and qualification. Like someone we have in GCSE, and he's doing better job than someone who is LPC. So where does your goes your qualification? Is what is your inside matters. What is your outside doesn't matter at all. Qualification, experience, and how you present yourself. If your inside is not happy, you're not willing for go for a challenge, you will never go far. And that is a problem with people getting job in 2 years, 3 years down the line, get fired and look for another job. They never get satisfied. And you ask them why you're looking for a job. Well, that's everyone else does, but sometimes not necessarily. I don't see Dana Quinto doing a job. I can see her doing business. The individual who are working with us, they're not working for us, they're working with us. We always use this term, you are working with us. What does it mean? If we are businessmen, you are businessman. If we are employee, you are employee. So here is we are working for each other. We can be considered as an employee of each other, but at the same time, business partners. Why? If they have to have some passion, some dream. That you've been given this life as a gift. So what you want to do about it? Just work for someone else, make their life easy. Why? You think your life is useless? Then you should go back and complain to Creator, who created all of us. Why you made my life like this? But again, that should not be the case. You should be proud of who you are, where you come from. Doesn't matter what color, religion, or language you speak. No, I'm talking in French. Everyone thinks I'm talking English. So that's the problem. I don't know. So I don't care as long as someone asks me, "Oh, you have some English as a second language?" So they have you don't have a problem explaining yourself. I said, "No, they might have problem. I don't."
Exactly. Well, guys, hindi lang ho this is not just tips on finding jobs, no. Kundi this is also motivation, no, on to be successful
He's a
in life.
motivational speaker.
So which is good, no. That's the reason why some companies give parang yung mga stock options to their employees, because somehow eventually they want the employees to be part to own the company eventually. So this is nice hearing it from Mr. Reman, that he doesn't treat the people employees, he treats them as eventually partners, business people, within the company. So that's nice. So you think highly of your people. You regard the reason why you got them in is because you believe in them, and somehow later on it's actually passing on the torch, because you were the first guy, the businessman, and you're treating everybody like you. So wow, fantastic. We're gonna have a short break. Okay, so we'll have a short break, and when we come back, we're continue on with this very, very interesting topic that everybody is so excited hearing now, because now they're seeing the boss. And the boss.
And we are interviewing live someone today because that challenge came up early.
Edgar.
Oh, Edgar. Edgar. Oh, ikaw.
Edgar.
Don't let him run away. Don't let him run away, because this is a challenge, live challenge.
Edgar is based in Derby, Mr. Reman, no? But sige, Edgar, sige, kausapin ka namin, ha? Kausapin ka namin, sige.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have a short break. We'll go kay Alex, and it's a very interesting. We have a very interesting guest. I guess this wouldn't be the first and the last time that we're gonna have him, because he's such an animated guest, and he's talking. The people who lived it and experienced it are the best people. Who can speak of it. Because they are. I mean, it's coming from the horse's mouth, so to speak. It's somebody who's done it, not somebody who's read it in books. Just like some professors who probably have read it in a book and they teach it to their students. The best business professor would be somebody who has a business, who has experienced the ups and downs, the frustration and the joys of running a business. Wag ko kayong alis, don't go away. We'll be right back with the coolest and most romantic head of solicitor head, Mr. Kamar Rahman. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
May problema ka ba sa landlord mo? Baka AV ka na ni Kuya. May problema sa mga kapitbahay, sa trabaho. O kaya naman kay Mister o kay Mrs. Away tungkol sa mana, mga may utang, mga aksidente, daing o laban sa ospital or sa NHS, harassment, o baka naman may stalker ka na gusto mong ireklamo. Punta na sa DV Solicitors para matulungan ka pagdating sa mga litigations at iba pang mga legal concerns. DV Solicitors at Mayfair House, 11 Lurk Street, Bedford, MK40 3HZ. Tumawag sa 01234-350-244 or 01234-225-188 o kaya naman mag-email sa d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com. Visit our website at www.dvsolicitors.com.
During these trying times, we salute the frontliners who are tirelessly caring for all of us against the COVID-19. To all the courageous nurses, doctors, carers, and paramedics at the NHS, words are not enough to thank you. We at Highlight Express International are here to support you back with a full semester 10% discount when you send your balikbayan boxes to your family in the Philippines. Dahil ang Highlight Express International ay para sa pamilya.
Okay, tuloy-tuloy ho tayo sa ating program. Ayan, it's a very interesting night. I'm getting some private messages here saying, wow, this is cool. SONNY LARAGAN with Mr. Rahman and of course together with Attorney DANNA. Uy, Attorney DANNA, ano ha? Miss, there are some messages saying that you are, ano ba sabi dito? Anong tawag dito? Sabing ganun. Ano kay? You're so, meron ako nakitang message, Attorney eh. Asa na ba to? Nawala tong aking hinahanap ko lang, ano? Oo. Flawless ka tonight, Attorney DANNA.
Oh,
no?
Wow.
Oo.
Uh-huh.
Flawless.
Thank you.
So good evening. Well, it's nice, ha? Ikaw din, you're a good boss din, sabi ni, so who's the saying that you're also a good boss, no? Parang siyempre, ikaw, no? Eventually, you're developing yourself at ikaw ay, ito, sabi niya, nice perspective as boss, attorney QR. Ito, si attorney QR din. Okay.
Attorney QR, yeah.
So once again, let's call on the very...
Let's call him back.
Let's call him back. He's a very intriguing guest so far here on Legal Advice Corner. Well, because he is speaking from the heart, from experience, no?
Absolutely.
And from everything na knowledge, practical, and lahat na intellectual, lahat na yan, no? Kasama na yan. Good evening once again, Attorney Kamar Breman. Good evening and welcome, of course, to our program, the program of your partner, no, your junior partner, DANNA Quinto. Ayan. Good evening once again. A lot of people are inspired having you on the show, Attorney Kamar.
Okay.
Ariman.
His audio's...
Hey, sorry. So we lost you.
Yeah, we can't
sorry,
hear you.
Good evening.
Sorry.
We can't hear you.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I said I have to say to you at least 10 times that you're most coolest and romantic presenter because I need to come back again on the show. So, I need to
No, you are inspiration. It's nice to have you on the show. You're such a game guy.
Now, it's not just on this program I'm saying because I've been watching this program like Ms. Quinto was part of this program for quite a few, I said months now, almost here I think. It's a thank you very much for giving a chance. I think she must have made you proud of that, being part of this show. But again, giving someone an opportunity and believing in her. And that shows you have a big heart, and also when you calling yourself a coolest and most romantic person, that's actually you are, because you have to have these qualities to open a heart for other people, and we are at DV's list very grateful for you.
Well, thank you very much. Well, you have a very good. I'm proud of her, and she's very intelligent, and she knows what she's talking about, and when she gives advice, she dishes advice. These are real, man. And it somehow people who are listening to us say, well, it's nice, we're empowered. We get to know these things, and we can pass it on to our kababayans. And it's nice to
Mr.
have.
LARAGAN, let's make this show a little bit more interesting. Ask someone to apply online today, live. Let's have a live interview.
Apply in your firm?
No, right now. I don't need to see their CV. Let me talk to them.
Okay, apply. Okay. Well, let's do that. Okay, we're calling for the... sige. Edgar, sige, magtanong ka lang, no? Okay, I'm gonna give you just a moment. We're setting it up. We're setting it up. In the meantime, attorney, basahin mo muna. Let's have... teka muna, sige.
Let's read the messages.
Okay, sandali lang, ha? Because we have to... sige, Edgar, we'll give you a number, okay? Tawagan nyo to, no? Tawagan nyo tong, subukan mo nga to, Edgar, no? Tingnan natin kung po pwede. We forgot. Okay, mag-break. Let's have a short break. Let's have a short break. Let's have a short break, okay? We're gonna be challenging you. Edgar, sige, mag-apply ka ngayon, yeah? Sige. Ikaw, you challenge Mr. Rahman. Sige, you're gonna be challenged now. And tonight, yes, let's see. We're gonna be having like live on air interviewing an applicant? Okay, wow, sige.
Yeah.
Ayan. Nako, attitude. Tingnan natin. Oh, this is something new. This is something new for the first time on our television. Let's just say Filipino television. And first time. Okay, so, sige. We're gonna have a short break, guys. And when we come back lang, sige, baka gusto nyo, we'll flash out the number that you can call. If you wanna, be a... mag-i-interview tayo live, no? Game na game si Mr. Rahman. Okay, wag ho kayo, sandali lang ha. We're gonna have a short break. Wag ho kayo alis, saglit po lamang.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O, ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
100% all natural. Tasty. Healthy. Versatile. 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
Okay, tuloy-tuloy tayo sa ating program. Nako, meron tayong challenge ngayon. We weren't expecting this, no? Hindi tayo doon nakaset up, attorney. Pero sige, subukan natin. Katuwaan lang, guys, no? Katuwaan lang, please, no? Parang katuwaan lang. Yung mga inaasahan ko dyan si Edgardo, katuwaan lang. Parang lang kayo lang, maglaro lang tayo. Parang, katuwaan lang. Kunyari, nag-a-apply lang kayo, no? So, Edgardo, kagahas yan. Sige, challenge kita. Katuwaan lang. Gawin natin yung sinasabi mong ano. Or if you have some questions, you will ask him. Ask our very special guest personally. Edgar, katuwaan lang ngayon. Sige, tawag kayo. There's a number. I'm gonna be flashing a number, attorney. I'm gonna be flashing this number. Ito, Viber ho tayo. Hindi tayo nakasetup. Kasi hindi pa natin ginawa to, attorney, di ba? Hindi pa natin ginawa to. May call.
No, never pa.
Never. This is the first time. But, pero dahil nakakatuwa, very game to nga si attorney Kamar Reman, no? So, sige ho.
Paano interview natin sila?
Bilhin nyo, tinawag pa akong one of the coolest, sexiest, parang yata, pareho kami, di ba? Pareho kami, attorney Kamar. Sige. Edgar, tawag lang kayo ngayon, ha? Andiyan ang number. Kato 077265. By the way, Viber. You have to download Viber, install it, and call us, no? Katuwaan lang, just it's nice. Itong purpose ng ating program naman is nagkakatuwaan tayo because alam naman niyo, parang we call this ni attorney na parang virtual support bubble ang tawag natin dito, di ba?
Exactly.
Nagkakatuwan
Happy
tayo.
Tuesday, di ba?
Tinawag niya pang
Happy
Happy Tuesday.
Tuesday.
O sige. Game na game, saka
Exactly.
nakakita
Come
ng
on.
boss. Where did you, this is probably one of those very, very cool bosses in the whole of the UK and the whole world, no? Na very cool. And he treats yung kanyang employees na partner. Hindi ka lang empleyado. Eventually, you're like a businessman. We're teaching you to go into business.
Absolutely.
Di ba? So that's how
Absolutely.
you are treated, attorney. No? Ito prime example, attorney Dana Quinto, from a solicitor to the head of litigation, and now a partner. Ayan. So they're
That's
paving the
right, yeah.
way, no? Parang you're treated as an equal. Ayan. Okay.
Absolutely.
Tawag na ngayon.
Alright.
There's a number,
Tawag na,
07726-517-240. Titignan natin, technically, hindi pa natin nalalaman kung paano ito, pero we'll see how it goes, no? Tignan natin.
May message ko si Edgar. Edgar, tawag na.
Edgar, tawag ka na. At saka, si Kagastian, si Edgar Duway, Edgardo Kagastian.
Edgar Duway.
Katuan lang, maglaro lang tayo. Sige. Game na game tong boss eh. Okay lang. Sige, tawag na kayo dyan, no? Okay, let's...
Tawag na.
So, Mr. Reman, we'll be waiting for the calls. Daisy Esguerra. Sige, katuan lang. Sige. Ito si
Ayan.
Daisy. Oo. Kunyari, pagpalagay natin, nag-a-apply ka, sabi mo, magtayo ng alahas na negosyo tong si Mr. Kamar Reman, no? O, di ba? Kasi siya. He has got so many interests. He has a farm. Ano pa ba? You said Attorney Reman wears many hats. What do you mean by many hats? Many businesses, many business interests? Ano ba? He has a farm? He has
May farm, may legal tech club, may mga like this, meron siyang firm of solicitors. So quite a few hats that he's wearing. He's also actually a natural motivational speaker. As
Yes.
you can see sa ano
Yes,
niya,
yes.
talagang mag-inspire ng tao. So that's very, very good, as you can see.
And
Very
very advanced. Your firm's advanced in a way because you're trying to embrace the new technology, like you're here now, you've got your own app, you've got your di ba? So marami
We
kayong
talk
mga
about
ginagawa.
versatility. Yeah,
Versatility.
we talk about versatility.
Yes.
We talk about being able to be flexible sa changing landscape ng negosyo. Because what we all know is ang isang pinaka-constant sa buhay natin, buhay negosyo, buhay tao, is it will always be changing. Maraming mga minsan coming from nowhere, like pandemic, minsan natural ng recession and boom, but actually what's really constant is life and business landscape changes.
You're
You really
right,
have
right.
to be on your right. May tumatawag na ba?
Hindi pa. Hinihintay ko yung may sinasabi ni Edgar, may sakit daw siya eh. Hindi.
May sakit.
Pero hindi, pwede ka naman may boses ka naman, di ba? May boses yan.
Di
ba? Okay.
May sakit eh. Okay lang yan.
Sige lang, okay lang.
Ikaw na lang yung kunwari. Ikaw na lang yung kunwari na applicant, Mr. Laragan. Kunwari, katuwaan lang naman eh.
Ako mag-a-apply kay kunya.
Kunwari mo!
Hindi, akala ko magpa-practice tayo ng we will have somebody. Daisy Esguerra, tawag ka lang, magkatuwaan lang tayo. Sige. Because this is a nice, ito, at least you will have first hand at mapapakinggan nyo kung paano halimbawa ang pag-interview at pagtanggap sa isang So ayan, si Daisy and everybody, tawag lang kayo sa ating number. Asa ba yung number natin Nawala ko na ba yung number natin? Ayan. Oh, by the way, teka muna, let's read out some greetings muna rito.
Yeah.
Habang nintay pa natin tawag lang kayo, tama ba? Sige, tawag lang kayo. Andiyan naman, naka-flash na 07726517240. Subukan nga natin subukan mga tawagan kung nagre-ring lang, attorney. Can you call up itas mo lang kung gumagana yan. Baka naman pala tumatawag, hindi pa mapasok eh. Pero this is game, This is kind of fun for us because we have Attorney Kamar Reman, the founding partner of DV Solicitors. Wala ba? So
Hindi, voicemail. Sa Viber ba to? Kailangan ba sa Viber ako tumawag?
Yes, Viber. Sorry. So Viber, it has to be Viber, yes.
Okay, sige.
O download Viber kasi kung ang kaganda kasi the reason why we're trying to use Viber is because when we do our UK Europe program, no, especially Sunday, Saturday, uh, it would allow some viewers outside of the UK to call us, no, and ring us, no, on our Viber number. If you're ringing from outside, you have to put in, ayun.
Ayan. Nagre-ring po. Nagre-ring.
Oh, yan.
pwede
Okay,
naman
okay.
eh.
Ayun, okay naman pala. Gumagana pala eh. So, yung mga kaibigan natin, tawag lang kayo. Baka nahihiya. Huwag naman kayo mahiya. No?
Oh.
Oo. Stuart Blackwell,
Oh,
say
baka-
hello to... Oh, Ed, ayun. Finally, sandali ha. Tignan natin. Oo, sandali lang. Dako. This is something,
Phone patch.
Phone patch, oo. Hindi, maski voice lang. You don't have to show yourselves, no?
Oh, boys na.
Oo, okay. Edgar, kumusta? Edgar?
Edgar ba yan?
Oo, hindi ko... Edgar?
Speaker po natin. Speaker.
Hindi, ayan, ibig sabihin lumalabas yun. Ibig sabihin lumalabas ang audio niya. I don't know kung naririnig niyo tayo, no? Sandali lang.
I can't hear you.
You cannot hear me?
Narinig.
Oo, sandali lang, ha? Sandali. Oo. Wala ka narinig. Baka hindi niya kasi marinig eh. Hello, Edgar. Ito, sa local na lang. Edgar, can you hear me? Edgar?
Hello?
Oh, can you hear me, Edgar?
Ayun.
Can you hear me? Dapat narinig
Yes.
niya.
Hello.
Oh, medyo delayed ka lang, no?
Sama ka pala pakiramdam eh.
Oh, sorry, Edgar, ha? Pero, we have Edgar on the line. Oh, Edgar, okay ka lang ba? Pwede ka bang, okay ka lang? Pwede ka ba? Makausap mo si... Kasi ang problema, hindi mo lang marinig, no? Yung sinasabi namin nila attorney, no?
Ay, hindi marinig.
Hindi marinig, eh.
Yeah.
Oo, you're
Ano ba
sick.
yan?
Oo. Magpagaling ka na lang siguro. You have to get
Pagaling
well.
na lang.
Pagaling ka na lang.
Pagaling na lang.
Miss-
Baka may kilala
yeah, I
sa
can
Ed,
hear you.
may Oh, he can hear us now.
Mr. Reman, we have somebody here, but he has COVID. Can he apply?
Yes, of course. Yeah, COVID is just here for a few weeks now. That's gone.
Okay. All right, but there's a problem. He can't hear you, but you can't hear him, no? Wala. Naririnig mo ba yung sagot ni Attorney Dana, Edgar? Hindi, no? Ito. Ito, si Ed.
Ano yun? May ibang tawag. Sa'yo ba yan?
Ayun, si Attorney Edgar. Can you hear me? Can you hear us? Attorney? Attorney Edgar.
Attorney Edgar.
Attorney Edgar. Oh, yeah. I think we should,
Kompanyero.
Mr. Rahman, can we have a part 2? Can we have this part 1 and then we can have another part 2 so that we can come prepared because
Hello?
because I think this is quite
Yeah, let me
interesting.
suggest this one.
Yeah, I can
Anyone
hear you.
who... Sorry. There's
Go.
someone...
No, okay. I'm gonna mute him for the time being. Mamute muna kita, Edgar, no? Sige. Go ahead, as you were about to say, Mr. Rahman.
Yes, let's. I think I'll love to come back again on this, and I like like I said, my experience with someone from Philippine background is always good, not just good, really, really good. So we love to have more individual from a different background coming and joining Dio Volunteer family, and also legal tech family. So anyone who's willing to apply for a job in a law firm or a tech or anything, it doesn't have to be qualified lawyer, doesn't have to be a IT background, someone who have something to offer, something different, they can come on live and apply in a live show, and we will interview. And what we were discussing earlier, that what sort of question they should be asking, or what should be the employer should be looking. This will be live, so it's not just theory. We want to do it practical, live show.
Yeah.
And you are the coolest and most romantic presenter in the UK. So we will prove that right. We will prove that statement right. So let's do that.
All right. Yeah, I am a cool presenter, but you are the coolest employer because you will be the guy challenging them and seeing to it that they fit your standards. So, and this is a nice opportunity. So yeah, let's do it. Can we do it next week?
Oh, definitely. I will be somewhere.
He wants to come back.
Somewhere in Mumbai. I love to be part of that. Yeah, I can join in. I can join in next Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah, you can be anywhere. The nicest thing about the new technology that we have, you have a mobile phone, have whatever, and you can be anywhere actually. So yes, this is quite interesting. We didn't come prepared with this setup because we do this on the live SONNY LARAGAN show when we give away prizes of 5,000 pesos and 4,000 pesos on weekends. But I never, expected this to have somebody as challenging as you on a Tuesday night. I don't know if you know this, but every Tuesday is a happy Tuesday. And you made our Tuesday not only happy, but you made our Tuesday magnanimously wonderful and happy. More and more happy, multiplied by, tenfold, 20-fold, 50-fold. Because this is quite a surprise. We thought of you, Mr. Rahman, because you're the boss. You would be coming here very, very formal, stiff. But now we see that you're such a game guy. And that's the reason why. That's probably the secret of your success, because you can relate to all of your employees. It's not you trying to divide, hey, I'm the boss, you're my employees, you follow me. But here you are. You want them to be your equals. You want them to grow. You treat them as, hey guys, you're actually in business, each one of you. You're all businessmen. So by being a businessman, you're actually my partners in growing my company. Because if you are just alone doing this, I don't think you will scale this up to what you have right now. But you have scaled it up because you've trusted in people and you believed in people. And qualification, this is what we got from you. Yes, you might be qualified, you might have the good qualification, but your attitude, if you lack the attitude, if you have lack the ambition or the drive, then you're nothing. So, yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Few things. For someone, if someone come to me with a very good qualification, and this may be their 10th job. So what qualification they have? They have qualification in failing. They have a qualification in failing themselves, failing the business they work for. So why I should be interested in that qualification? That's the one thing. Secondly, when we ask someone to come and part of this company, we are only looking what we can add in them, not what they can do for us. We'll be looking at what we can do for them. The reason is, if they grow, the firm will grow automatically. We don't have to worry about our business. If as an individual they grow as a professional, they grow as a good human being. And that's ultimately beneficiary will be the business. So why should we look at other way around? Why not they will be the point of interest for us? And that is what we want to do. And for this, your program, Mr. Laragan, again, coolest and romanticism presenter in the UK. I need to make.
I'm now getting to believe that. Okay. Okay.
2 more left. I said 10. I've done 8 times, now 2 more to get. So what I'm saying is that I would love to give this opportunity to someone who think they are good enough to come on live and challenge us, and we will be giving them opportunity to work with us. We don't say we will give you the job. We will give the opportunity because that's what they deserve. They deserve opportunity. They will make whatever they want to make it. Someone live in this show is with you. She came and looking for a job. Today she is giving other people jobs. So that is how she changed her life, and that's how she changed the company. And now she is a partner in 3-4 different businesses. Nothing to do with the law. So that is what we mean when we say something. Don't please judge us on our words, judge us on our actions. So that's what we'll say. Again, this is the 9th time. You are the coolest and most romantic presenter in the UK.
That clinched it. Finally, I believe it now. No, but yeah, thank you very much. It's a nice opportunity, guys. Medyo, this is quite parang we're having fun here. But it's true, right? Mr. Rahman is actually serious. So this could be, like you mentioned, about somebody who's not actually in the legal profession, but has been, a partner, has been with you. So, done so many other businesses. So, yeah. So you could be from any kind of background. Accounting background, would that be okay? Huh?
Yeah, that would be okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, sige. Again, this is now a challenge to you guys. Here is Mr. Rahman. giving you the
Which
opportunity as long as you have the drive. No, yeah, of course, qualification is fine, but it's not end all and a be all of your of you working with him. It's your attitude and drive. No, so yeah, sige, let's do it again. Let's have a cute program next week. Now we will have it's meet the people now. Let's have people perhaps applying on air or having a chat with you on air. What are the things you're looking for? And perhaps that could lead on for them having this, one-on-one interview eventually. So, sige, can we do it next week?
Definitely. Next week,
All right.
week after. Next time, make sure I will say 15 times. This is not 10th and last. You are the coolest.
Yeah,
And
Go, let's just say,
you have to
Wow.
double it. I'm
What-
going to do a scoreboard. I'm going to do a
Yeah,
scoreboard.
I'm booked for next program, yes?
I'm sorry, Doreen?
I'm booked for next program.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes, exactly.
You're
Yes,
booked next week.
I'm serious. I'm serious as well. I'm serious. Okay, mga kaibigan, nagkatuwaan tayo. This is true. No, seryoso to ha. So, whichever background, it could be legal, it could be accounting, it could be IT. Yes,
Could be hairdresser.
It could be what? It could be what? What was it? What's it? Sorry?
Hairdresser, beautician.
Hairdresser, anything. Okay, ayan. Okay. So, ayan. Okay.
Are you opening a new business, Mr. Ramon?
Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, okay.
Who knows?
No, because he has so many businesses. He wears many hats.
Serious note, Mrs. LARAGAN. I want this. So basically, this is what we started with. This is what I don't know whether people are following this. Where we are ending this program, we have started all together 2 different notes. It's take, for example, I am a potential employee coming for interview, and you 2 individuals are interviewing me for my job as for next program or maybe part of next presentation. Yes. And because I was adding value to this program, that is your business. So you love to have me back. Yes.
Yes, of course. Yes.
That is what actually I was trying to present. This was actually what I was trying to say. Look, what you can offer, what you can do. No, you are happy to have me back because you think I can add some value to your program. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Next time I will say 15 times. You are the coolest and most romantic presenter. So that's adding value. Yeah. Okay. So for me, this is what I mean. So you need to. I don't have to be radio presenter. I don't have to be background in journalism. But I can add some value in your program. And that's what I mean. It don't have to be some IT background. They don't have to be a lawyer. If they think they have something to deliver, something to give back to the society, something they need a little bit assistance for, a little bit support for someone, we love to have that person. We are humanists. No, we are not lawyer. We are not IT specialists. We are humans, and we love fellow humans. That's who we are.
Well, you're a lot. Many notches above me because I might be the coolest presenter, but you're the coolest employer and the coolest guy, not only in the UK, not only in your country, but probably in the whole wide world, Mr. Reman. This is something new. This is something. Imagine having a boss. Diba? Meron challenge. We're having challenges tonight. Okay, so let's have a special show next week, and you're up to it. And I don't want to hear again being the coolest because you're the coolest employer. That's wonderful. But let's do it again. No, totoo yan. Really, it's true. No, let's do it again.
It's been amazing.
Amazing.
We all talk about how really this is a very different culture, very different inspiration that we get from our leadership. Sometimes, as Mr. Rahman said, we show it, and today this is us showing it. This is the reason why we were able to give value to the Filipinos, because our home, DV Solicitors, is also empowering us, is also adding value to us. And it is up to us to pass that value on to many more lives. So we're just really pretty much passing on the kindness forward, passing on the inspiration forward, passing on the value forward. And we should keep doing that. If we pass it on to you, please pass it on. Keep the energy moving. Keep it keep it moving, because that's what we're doing. You can see where all the sources of this is because this is the environment that we have, and this is why we can have this virtual bubble. We can touch so many people's lives, and hopefully people who's also watching it can touch other people's lives.
You know, I think we have a problem tonight, Mr. Raymond. You are the cause of the I don't know if the Philippines will fall because of you. You are the cause of a very big problem. You haven't imagined this, but it's happening right now. You know why? You know why?
No.
It's earth shaking. How do you call this? Well, we have the managing director of the biggest bank in the Philippines applying tonight.
Oh,
Wow.
Yes. I'm not kidding.
okay.
Yes.
Hello.
Okay. Who is? Well, the biggest bank in the Philippines. Have you been to the Philippines, Mr. Raman?
I've not been yet, but I've been
Okay, well-
invited. I would love to go there. I would love to go.
Well, there is a company called SM City. SM department store. It's the biggest chain of department stores in the Philippines. They got also a chain of real estate properties, and they've got the biggest bank in the Philippines called Banco de Oro. And here, I'm gonna flash on the screen the managing director of Banco de Oro in the UK. It's none other than Mr. Ronald Sipat. Eto, can I apply? So now, are you gonna be?
I interview next week. I interview there.
Are you gonna be creating a bank? Because
By the
this,
way, I love his hairstyle. I love his hairstyle. He's already hired.
Ronald, they game ito. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the coolest boss in the whole wide world, probably. And that's the reason why probably Dana's enjoying his work there, and she's still there. How long have you been with Mr. Raymond, with DB Solicitors?
1 year and about 4 months or 5 months, about that time. Yeah, 1
okay,
year and about
okay.
5 months.
Well, look at, if you guys visit the website, you will see the team. Ang dami niyan. Napakarami. There's a lot of them, no? Talagang he's really, developing people. And I guess, sabi nga, some of the best people, Andrew Carnegie, who you name it, they said the best thing, why are you successful? Yeah, I am successful because I am hiring people more intelligent or better than me. When you reach the age... Yeah, Andrew Carnegie, when you reach a certain age, say, for example, 20, 30, 40, you aspire, you do, learn many things. But when you reach, say, for example, your age of 50 or 60, it is more of giving the youth the chance, developing the young people, because they are far better than you are. So yeah, I believe in, so not only is he a good boss, and have you gone to Specsavers, Mr. Rahman, because you say calling me the coolest and most romantic. I don't know if you were saying I'm also one of the sexiest and good looking, but yeah, look at that. Imagine the managing director. This is serious. That's Ronald Sipat.
Yeah,
Although
yes.
he was surprised, probably. Look at that. He's watching us. The managing director of Banco de Oro.
Let's have a live interview next with Mr.
Yeah.
Sipak.
We'll have that. Yeah, we'll have that set up. We never ever had that set up with the legal advice because we were having another program, the immigration program, but some people are afraid to call, and that's the reason why we didn't set it up. But we do at DANNA, we could probably set it up, from now on.
Yeah.
And it was because it's all the fault of Attorney Raymond that from now on lines will be open to you when we do the future shows.
Great.
Okay. Ayan. Thank you, Ronald. Ronald Sipat is a very good friend of ours. He's a community leader. He's a part of Caviteños UK. Okay, Caviteños UK,
and he's also a lawyer. He's also
a lawyer. He's also a lawyer. Lawyer CPA. A lawyer
Lawyer
CPA. Yes.
Lawyer accountant. He's also.
That's a very nice combination back home in the Philippines. So, ayan, attorney Ronald Sipat. Siguro na nagulat si attorney. He was probably surprised to see somebody like you, okay. Here he is. He said, yes, he is. Siguro. Yeah, he's sunny. And I'm enjoying your show tonight. Cool boss. He is. Yes, indeed, Ronald. No,
Ay.
imagine, maski ano trabaho, any job yata pwede. He might, kaya nga Dana was asking, are you going to be opening up a beauty salon or something like that, di ba? Whatever you are, hairdresser, okay. So ayan ho, ganyan, nakakatuwa ho. We never, we didn't, ito ho, wala ho, this thing that Attorney Dana and Attorney Roman are doing, this is not scripted, this is the first time that we are being together. This was not, say, for example, rehearsed. I thought this is natural. Siguro, I don't know, because probably I like Mr. Reman and he likes me too. So we like each other. No? So ganyan, good evening ho. Mabuhay kayo. Mabuhay tayong lahat. Mabuhay. Ayan, so, wow. Kakaiba to si si attorney. Okay. So, yes. Ayan, Cricklewood. Okay, people are watching of Cricklewood. So, sige, let's do it again. Attorney, Mr. Reman, no? Let's do it again. Okay lang ba sa'yo, Dana? Attorney?
Absolutely.
Is it okay with you? Yes. You were... Yes. Well, your boss is with us and his...
Yes, one thing I can add, Mr. Laragan. One, if you see me dressed up differently, don't surprise next week. That's the one thing. And secondly, is I love to have a chat with this gentleman. I like to be part of individuals who are much more intelligent, much more successful than me, and I like to have a chat with this young man.
Okay, sino si Edgar ba? Are you referring to the guy who's sick with COVID right now?
The sick COVID, and the last one, the guy is from the bank.
Well, okay ka ba? Well, he's the managing director. But let's see. Okay, all right. But who knows, di ba?
Have him on a show. Have him on a show. We will love to have a chat with it. Yeah,
okay. So next week, let's have a chat. Okay, let's have a chat with the managing director of Banco de Oro. Let's just see, katuwaan lang.
Yeah.
Ronald, sige, katuwaan lang. Parang usap-usap lang. Pero hindi, yeah, he's a lawyer. Actually, he's a lawyer. He's a
lawyer as well.
a CPA, no?
Well.
Oh, it's a combination.
He's
no?
an accountant, like
Certified public accountant.
Let him question me. Let him question me. So he's a lawyer. He is good. He's successful already. Let him question me. And this is my challenge to him. Let him question me. And I will have only 2 questions. That is a competition. Yeah? I will have only 2 questions. Let him as many questions he asks me. And then let's see who is higher who.
Ronald, ayan, nakita mo. Ayan na, Ronald. Baka maging partner ka rito kaagad. But you might be... but just to give you a background about Ronald, he was he started with, he was a managing director of the Philippine National Bank in, I think, in Italy and here yata, no? Dito rin. So he started with Philippine National Bank, yes. Philippine National Bank started in Italy. And then he was, I think, also the managing director here at the time. And he's now currently the managing director of Banco de Oro, which is the biggest bank commercial bank in the Philippines. So, ayan. Okie dokie. Well, Attorney Reman, okay. So you made our night wonderful and challenging, no? So, wow, it's looking forward to have you again sa ating next week, no? So we'll try, guys kayo, if you want to apply, you be an accountant, you be a lawyer, whatever you are, and whoever you are, sige, let's see, no? Let's do it next week.
You can make a list of the individuals, and we can have 5 to 10 minute question sessions with each of them. And end of the program, we will let you know live on the program who we are taking on with us.
Wow, really? Well, this is something new, unprecedented. Unprecedented. How do you call it in law? If it's a pioneering thing, something new, a new legislation coming or new rule. How do you call it? I'm not a lawyer, but but this is good. This is fun. This. Okay, let's see. Let's look forward to next week, and we're going to be opening the lines first time on the legal corner. Huh? Tama yan? Tama ba? Legal Advice Corner. So, okay, ayan. So, it's a challenge. Sige, katuan lang. Let's have him again. So, Mr. Reman, siguro, well, how would you say it? Thank you very much. You might have some final words. We'll let you go while the iron is hot, so to speak, so that people will start preparing for next week. Yes, sorry. Go ahead, please.
Mr. Laragan, thank you very much for having me. It was really fun. I enjoyed, really thoroughly enjoyed. And again, it's a lovely to be a part of the community. I see myself one of Filipino. And I like the family commitment. I like the commitment to the work, and I like the dreamers, and that's what they are. They represent dreamers. So I'm like you use the word adopted Filipino. So I love to have that name. Give me a name next week, hopefully. A nice, coolest name, a Filipino name. I love to have that for the show. You don't have to call me with my name, so you can use my Filipino name next time from next program. Love to come back again on this show, Mr. Laragan. Again, like I said, I said 11 times. This is 12, so I'm adding value in you. Look, I promised 10 times only off the air. You asked me to tell you 10 times, but now I'm doing it 12. You are the coolest and most romantic presenter in the UK. Yeah.
Filipino presenter. Oh, thank you very much. We love you. We love you, Mr. Raymond. This is quite a surprise, a pleasant surprise tonight. Imagine this is. I don't think anybody has done this program impromptu. This is actually impromptu. Unrehearsed, impromptu, unexpected, but out of the blue. Mr. Raymond is throwing a challenge. You guys out there, anything? If you have anything that you want to offer, you can offer. He is open. So let's do it next week, guys. So we're going to be announcing this for the whole week. So whoever would like to be on air, we will. I don't know. He will do it live on air. Tell you if you're on or you're not. So
Yes, yeah, both of us will be part of this. She is the one who is signing it. So I will be thousands of miles away.
Mr. Raymond, I am just a presenter here. You are the guy who's going to be interviewing and hiring the guy, because he might hold us liable severally and jointly for hiring him. Exactly. So
I love to add value in your program, and that will be the history making program. So it will be starting from next Tuesday. Anyone who can think that they can make something of their life, we welcome that individual. So it's open challenge. Wherever, whatever the background are, whichever part of the country or world they are welcome.
Ayan. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna let people know all over, so for the next whole week, if you guys would like to, work or be a part or be a partner, kasi parang ano yan eh. You're working also with him, side by side. You're not an employee. You're eventually, if you have what it takes, But yeah, so he's gonna be opening giving you the chance, a huge chance, a chance of a life, because of the program. And if you watch this and you saw this, it's an opportunity. So yeah, you will take this when you go to bed and think about, well, Mr. Raymond, what can I offer? So yes, next week we'll find out. So Mr. Raymond, maraming salamat. Means thank you very much for being a part of tonight's show, and for inspiring a lot of Filipinos now. And yeah, you're indeed an adopted Filipino son, Filipino son, meaning, you are like an adopted Filipino now. And just as you made DANNA QUINTO a part of your family. Yeah, so your family back in sa Pakistan, no? So that would be lovely. So maraming salamat. Thank you very much. Looking forward to a wonderful and a happy Tuesday again with you next week. So looking forward. Have a nice be safe, be well, and see you again next week. Ayan.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, ayan, you're the boss, of Deo Valente Solicitors, Deo Valente Solicitors founding partner, Mr. Kamar Raymond. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much. And good evening. Ayan, good evening. Maraming salamat. Ayan, well.
Thank you.
Grabe rin boss mo talaga.
Yes,
Grabe.
that was fun. That was fun.
Na-shock ako doon sa... it's really good. Well, it's nice, no? It's nice. It's never probably in the history of my broadcasting years have I ever witnessed something like this. Pleasantly shocking, pleasantly surprising. And he's a cool guy, he's a really cool guy. And
He's a good guy.
it's not... We know you as a lawyer. We know you as a solicitor firm, a legal firm. But imagine, he's now opening this to everybody. Hey, whoever you are, you might be, he just mentioned hairdresser, but you might be whoever you are. And if you think you can do something and make something out of your life,
have a chance,
and I can be a part of it, we could be a part of it, yeah, go ahead. So, kayo ho, mga kaibigan, baka, I don't know, kung,
Tawag next week.
ano ba, trabaho ba yan? Baka negosyo ang, pwede ba sila? Can they...
I will. You
So,
want the
ganito, let's do it like this. You can apply, or pwede kayo mag-offer ng negosyo. Kasi kung meron kayong talent, if you have the talent and skills, and that could be your business, and you can propose it to him.
And the
Diba?
the faith to say, look, I can do this.
I can do it. I have an idea, Mr. Reman. Hire me. Let's be partners. I got these ideas. I got this enthusiasm. It's just that I haven't got the money, or something like that. It could also be that, no? Or Mr. Reman, I'm an accountant back home in the Philippines. Was employed in probably somewhere else, and then I'm now here. And I joined my wife. Oh, sige, let's do that. Let's do that.
No rules, no anything, no parameters, no boundaries. Bring it on next week. Let's hear it from the viewers. Let's hear it. Tingnan na ang talent ng Pilipino, ang kumbaga lakas ng loob ng Pilipino. Pakita natin. Ito yung natin, malakas ang mga loob natin. Ayan na.
Yeah, like the likes of Ronald Sipat are intrigued, no? He is the managing director. Even if you type it, go to saan ba si ano nga? Basta type mo lang.
I met Mr. Sipat.
He's the managing director right now of Banco de Oro, where you have your crush. I don't know if you're si Piolo Pascual ba, crush mo? Because he's the face of Banco de Oro, di ba? He's the face of Banco de Oro.
Yes, nakikita ko parati. Friend ko sa Facebook, si Tito Ronald. And I met him actually in person before.
Well, mahusay yan. He's a part of Caviteños UK. And yung kanilang founding, how do you call it? Chairman of Caviteños UK is the grandson of Emilio Aguinaldo of Cavite.
Oh,
si Fami, no? Si Lito Fami. So, so your boss is actually cool, si Attorney Reman.
Very cool.
Very cool, imagine, no?
Very cool.
When you look at him, he's like a lot of actors in Hollywood, actually. A couple of actors. So, yeah, one is forgot his name of this guy, but yeah, when he comes back, I'll tell him that. He looks like
back,
this.
Yes. You tell him,
for next week, yes, because I never imagined that he's such a cool guy. I thought he was like this very stiff guy, serious, and then but that is his natural self. It comes out, no? So
that's his natural self. Hindi yan scripted.
It's not scripted.
Curated for the show. That's him. That's him thinking outside the box. That's him coming up with all this crazy ideas. That's him wanting to be a part of the community. That's him being inclusive. That's him na talaga ni-research niya kung ano ba tong background ng show na to. So, that's him saying, interesado ako sa inyo. Yeah,
but that would be good. Attorney, that would be good.
Summary niya and that's the reason why you invited him back. It's because he said, look, we made the connection. We made this emotional connection, this working relationship, and we tested it by knowing each other. And that's the answer dun sa first question mo. Matatakot ba ako? Matatakot ka? Paano? Kung natatakot ka, wala kang fear to make a connection with the other side. You will never be able to know kung gaano, kung magpipit ba kayo, kung talaga, ang dami palang pwedeng mabigay ng tao na to. Ang dami palang pwedeng mabigay ng kumpanya na to sa akin, at madami din akong pwedeng mabigay sa kumpanya na to. And we would like to see each other again. And that's really what interviews are for.
So we were thinking that it will only be limited to would-be solicitors, but he's opening it to everybody. We're not, but it's shocking to hear that different kinds of teka muna, very malawak, para as long as you have something to offer, as long as you believe in yourself, di ba? Pwede so parang you can bring in sa kanyang table na this is what I can do, Mr. Reman, let's do this, no?
Absolutely.
So well, kaya nga Oo, kaya nga. Kaya nga sabi natin parang part 2 para at least maayos din tayo. And let's say have
Ayos,
somebody.
absolutely.
Oo, di ba? And now, if that happens somehow, Dana, no, that it's gonna be, ikaw lang ba the one and only Filipino in the company at the moment?
At the moment, yes. At the moment, yes. May mga sort of may mga Filipino connections, and we did try reaching out for Filipinos. Wala kaming na everyone and anyone as well.
Okay lang ba sa'yo?
yes,
Maging
it would be great. Sana, oo.
gusto mo ba sa company ninyo, a family of companies ng Reman Group of Companies, halimbawa, meron kang kasamahang hairdresser na Pinoy?
Nakakatuwa, di ba? Everyone has their own value
di ba?
to add sa kahit. Nakakatuwa. At ako walang boundaries kung ano yung kayang ibigay ng isang tao sa isang organisasyon. In the same way, dapat wala ding up to a point na let's be open-minded kung ano yung nakakatuwa yung mga ganito kasi minsan pwede natin isip ito lang. Sometimes in our lives, it's nice to just throw the rule book out and say, come on, let's hear you out.
Yeah, wow. Yes. Okay, wala. Nasyak lang ako, no? Nagulat lang ako. Hindi natin alam.
Natawag ka kasing sexy at kulit.
Nagulat ako.
Dapat
Hindi,
kulit and sexiest and most
Oo.
romantic.
Pero
in Europe, dapat yun pala
pero really, seriously, he's really cool. Si Mr. Reman is really cool. Talagang maayos talaga, no? Nagulat ako, no? Eto wala ho kami script. Hindi ko naman nakakausap talaga si Mr. Reman ng lengthily. Actually, this is the first time. Ito yung unang pagkakataon na nagkasama kami. Kumbaga, nagkausap. Pinakilala lang sa akin ni attorney, si Dana, nung bago siya magsimula ng show, di ba? And tapos pagkatapos noon, nagkaroon na ng COVID. Hindi na COVID na tayo. So nagkaroon tayo COVID show na tuloy-tuloy na. Okay, well, attorney, baka I guess magpaalam na siguro tayo at baka okay lang ba 'yun? Next week siyang kasama natin ulit.
Absolutely. It's very, very exciting to have kung ano yung mga itong new thing na he came up with next week. So yes, please, balik
Okay,
natin.
sige, let's do.
And mga kababayan, do participate. Tawag kayo, call, give us your story, and then let's see.
Ayan. So ngayon, bubuksan na ho natin, well, since nasimulan natin kay Attorney Reman, no, si Kamar Reman, nabubuksan natin lines. Kasi attorney, just to, para masabi ko lang sa'yo, we were planning to open this, itong telepono sa inyong ni Attorney Lira. Kaya lang, ang worry lang ni Attorney Lira, kaya hindi niya masyadong nawa-welcome nun, dahil kasi may mga ibang tao, baka TNT, hindi makatawag. Hindi ka mukha nung, sabagay sa'yo, sa show mo, pwede, kasi wala namang masyadong pinagtataguan
Wala naman. Or general question means.
General questions, tama. Doon sa kabila, ayaw kasi baka lumitaw at no? Pero, sige. Pero from now on, at least meron tayong nakaabang na yan kung may gustong magtanong personally sa'yo for any future topics na i-discuss mo. At least now, because of Attorney Reman, he di ba? He instigated it, no? So, sige.
That's right.
Okay. Attorney, magpaalam na tayo. Baka may mensahe ka, anything na gusto mo pa sabihin or shoutouts, go right ahead, please.
No, just want to say thank you, maraming salamat for tuning in tonight and for, again, adding value din sa amin kasi pinapatuwa niyo kami. Mr. Laragan, thank you for organizing this and for having the show and for giving this positivity sa Filipino community. So, galing sa akin, maraming salamat, Mr. Laragan. Hope everyone is keeping well and safe and tune back next week. Come back next week dito sa remote support bubble natin para sa live interview session with Mr. Roman.
Wow, nako. So tama lang, no? Nasabi na ho ni Attorney. Maraming salamat ho. Thank you very much for being a part of this show, making this Tuesday happy every Tuesday that we have. Every Tuesday that we do it. Maraming salamat, no? Attorney Dana and I are really thankful for this virtual support bubble that we've created, no? And we've created for so many months now. So thank you very much. And thank you for patronizing the program. And also, we want to thank yung si Attorney Reman, no? Kamar Reman for being such a wonderful guest and co-host. Well, co-host na rin natin, guest for tonight, and looking forward to having him again next week. So guys, that's a challenge. Anything you might have, anything to offer, it might be a talent, skills, or anything. You might probably be in business together. So who knows? So yeah, it's an opportunity. Let's it's something new that has ever happened on television. I don't think even on the traditional television this thing has ever happened. But we love it. It's Mr. Kaman has a very nice heart, and that's probably the reason why he's blessed, because he shares his blessings and he tries to continually finds talents, people that he can believe in, that he can also develop, mutually develop. Okay, so maraming salamat. Thank you very much, guys, on behalf of Attorney Kamal Rehman and of course my regular co-host, our ating abogado ng bayan. Ito po si Sonny Laragang nagsasabing thank you very much sa inyong walang pagsawang pagsubaybay. Magkita-kita ho ulit tayo next Tuesday for another Happy Tuesday on the Legal Advice Corner. Good night.
Good night. Happy Tuesday.